New tonight at 10, this May marked 2 years since Insight Health Systems officially acquired the former Blessing Health Keokuk Hospital. But since then, the building has sat empty. Tonight, Insight officials are reporting a turning point in their eventual opening. WGEM's Dylan Smith was at the City Council meeting tonight where Insight updated city leaders.
Tonight, Insight officials called the near $1 million in funding at the federal level a turning point that will put Insight back on track here in Keokuk. Insight officials say they're pursuing Iowa's very first rural emergency license because emergency care is their #1 goal here. Now, funding is the primary hurdle, and it will take more of it as this is a $4 to $5 million project. In the meantime, these initial dollars will kickstart construction at the hospital.
We're confident that with this initial major commitment from the federal government that we'll be looking at options with the state government as well and with other partnerships, and we'll be able to get the doors reopened.
He says once construction starts, Insight will have a better timeline on when the doors will officially open. In Keokuk, Dylan Smith, WGEM News.
And because the building has been closed for a few years, Insight officials say heating and electrical improvements are needed as well as technology advancements.